Alright, well hello, I'm Jog, and welcome to Fire Emblem Three Houses. Now, if you know anything about this game, well, at least by the title, there are three houses, meaning there are technically three storylines to be able to go through. One for each house. However, that is also not correct. There's technically a hidden fourth option. And obviously in one single playthrough, you can't go through all of them. And let's not get spoiled. Actually, I kind of let that one go. Oh well. I'm not gonna spoil too much, but I plan on trying to go through all of the stories. It's just that not at one time. So as we hit a new game, we can do a couple of different difficulties. Normal difficulty for beginners, hard mode for experienced players, and maddening, which got released later down the line, for an absolute crazy challenge. For the first playthrough, I'm going to do on hard. The second one, I'm going to do normal. And then the last one, I'm going to do maddening. Now, my experience with this game. I've experienced one of the stories all the way to the end. That one is going to be done on maddening. The other stories, the other houses, I have not done before. So, for the first one, I'm going to start on hard. Second one will be normal, and then ending with maddening. Now, if you pick that, we also got two options. Casual and Classic. Casual means that if you happen to lose a unit in battle, they will come back again. They're essentially just unconscious. Compared to Classic, where if they fall, they are lost forever. Meaning, you're either committed, or you're resetting. So, how I'm going to do this. First one is going to be hard on Classic, but I don't plan on losing anybody. So, if I do, it'll be a reset. Second time will be normal on casual, just be, as it says, a casual playthrough, just going through, kind of dealing with the story, because we've already seen it once. And then the final playthrough, the final house, will be on maddening, classic, no resets. That means if I lose a character, that character is gone for good. If my character or any of the other special characters die, then I guess the playthrough would technically be over with because, well, that's how far we made it. But for right now, let's just go on, hard mode, classic. Connect to the network. No, I'm not going to connect online. And let's go.
Nemesis, do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die. 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 You took everything that I loved. He's gone now, Mother.
Oh my. What could have brought you here? Oh, I wonder how you got in here. It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
Alright, so this is where we actually get to pick our character. So you can choose to be a man or a woman. As far as I know, there is pretty much no difference. Except I want to say the female character has one thing going for her that the male does not. So, technically, if, like, say the male is an S, the female version is an S+, just do that one extra feature. For this first playthrough, let's play as the guy. Either way, they still have the same name. Don't let me put that in. It should.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you, anyway?
So yes, I am a ghost. I am a demon. I am a mortal? I'm a mortal.
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
So yeah, Belief, I believe is how you say it, is the default name. You can make them however you want, so I'm just gonna stick with that. Is that correct? I guess.
I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names. You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
I don't know if that makes any difference. However, I was born on the 17th of March, so I'll just take that. The 17th of the lone moon. Day 17 of month 3.
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange. It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap.
A nap already? You just woke up.
It is almost time to begin.
I'm sorry, what's beginning? Who are you? Where are we? And to the sleep. Fantastic. It's interesting how different colored hair can look so good on, like, video game and anime characters.
Wake up.
But they look terrible in real life.
Were you having that dream again?
I was dreaming about a young girl.
You've described her to me before. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed.
That definitely sounds like sage advice, thank you.
Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
Oh, right.
Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge.
Okay, I picked the wrong option, I guess.
Needed.
What's happened?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there were a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
Alright, we're gonna get into our first thing of combat, but first, our first save. You know, just go back and change if I want to be like, oh, yeah, of course. The getting good favor with Geralt compared to the, oh, right option, but eh. I'm not gonna go crazy over all that. A skirmish at dawn, prologue, an inevitable encounter. Alright.
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
Alright, so yeah, we're getting around to the movement. Select a unit and they can move. While your unit is next to an enemy, you can command them. Yeah, you got a window to open up, blah 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 blah. So we have Elgard here with an iron axe. Elise was an iron sword. Dimitri was an iron lance. And Claude was an iron bow. So our opponent up here has a sword. And if given the chance, he will go after Edelgard over here. Now, if we go up this way, we can hit attack. I'm going to take my weapon, and we get this one that shows up. So I can do 16 points of damage, he'll do 6. I have a 70% chance to hit compared to his 92. How that works is that there is a weapon triangle. So swords beat axes, axes beat spears, and spears beat swords. The way I look at it as an axe is heavy, therefore the speed of a sword will beat the axe. Meanwhile, the axe's weight will work great against deflecting and possibly breaking a spear, and a spear outreaches a sword, therefore it gives that slight advantage. Bows are long range, so yes, bows can attack from long range, although the hit rate is reduced. As the range increases, they're highly effective against flyers like Pegasus. We'll deal with them later on.
Willing.
So, I can talk. Well, let's talk real quick.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
Okay, so what that did was essentially... one, it did waste his tone, unfortunately. Which is not what I wanted. But oh well. 2, that increased support, kind of like when I went all right, I kind of lost some support, some friendship with him, with Geralt, so yeah. If we go up this way, if we attack with the Iron Spear, you can see I can do 13. So, I want to say Spear, yeah, has a might of 6, a sword has a might of 5, and the axe has a might of 8. Axes are generally more powerful, but with a lower chance to hit. As you see, it's only a 70% chance to hit. The spear has 80, and my sword has 90. Swords are the weakest, but have the highest chances to hit. There's a lot that goes into a fight rather than just that. So let's send you out first. You can attack. You have an 83% chance to hit, and the enemy has 89, despite the fact that we technically have the advantage. A lot more that goes into a fight than just like hit chance and everything. There's a bunch of stats that we'll talk about when the time comes. Probably when we get to a level up. Weapons also have durability, so that the more you use them, the greater the durability will drop. And if the durability is all the way at 0, it breaks. So I have a 96% chance to hit him. And if I hit him, he's down. There we go.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Okay, battle menu. Oh yeah, if you want, you can just end the phase right now, and that will go to the enemy's phase. If you noticed, I actually got support with Dimitri here. Because we were both next to the enemy, that both of us could have actually gotten an attack on, we gained friendship because of that little extra. Something else to keep in mind.
While protecting ourselves from the enemy, take up position inside the forest.
Yes, as this is the first fight, we're going to get a lot of tutorial stuff. Terrain is very useful because when in terrain, if you see right up on the top left, it gives you plus 30 to your evasion, but also 1 to your defense. But bushes like this also will limit where you're able to move. And we see we got swords and an axeman out here. Unfortunately, I can't get over there. I will talk to you. Well, I think how I want to do things. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it to the bush. I'll send you right there. You can wait. Send you over that way. You can talk to me.
You have a strange aura about you. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
Show me what you've
Yes,
got.
Good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
So yeah, there are different terrain types, so keep that in mind. Keep an eye on the top left corner. There will be some terrain that you cannot pass through, some that will give you extra options, so keep an eye on the map.
Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
Alright. Yeah, I knew the swordsman was gonna come out, but because I'm in the bush, that gave me extra... That lowered his 92% chance to hit me down to a 62. And now, yeah, they should be moving forward to come and get us. I say, Jill will hopefully not do anything.
Opportunity. Use the combat arts I taught you.
So combat arts, they are essentially a very powerful attack at the cost of a little bit more of a weapon durability. You can learn more and gain more as you go through and get, well, skilled. It's just, well, yeah, like combat art, curved shot. It's a bow attack with a high hit rate. So for 3 durability, it also gives you plus run range, I believe. So I'm gonna say right now, always keep your eyes open on what you can do, because from right here, I can actually hit that guy from back there, despite the fact my bow should only be able to hit from 2 away. If I go over here and just use the attack, I can only hit this guy. The curve shot gives me that extra range. I should probably be fine without it, so if you can just hit him. You can go after him. Dimitri, why don't you go over here? You can get rid of him. Oh, I thought you would be able to kill... Oh, right. Right. That's my bad. That's my fault. Oh, well. I forgot he was not the injured one. The other guy was.
Well, how was that?
Oh, yeah. You can also skip. I apologize for doing that one. Bit of a force of habit more than anything. Okay, I'm going to move my character right here, because if I don't... this character's going to come around and get Claude here. This Claude's going to get hit, but that he shouldn't take too much damage. Claude won't be able to counterattack because of his bow being a long range. But I got some support from that, so that's nice. Ow! Okay, for an axe, he had a high chance to hit me. I'm surprised by that one. If you look on the left, it said skill, and there was also something underneath it. I believe it said mercenary. Keep that in mind. Also, you gain experience from fighting, but you gain more experience for killing. Or, yeah, defeating an enemy. Can you? No. I'm gonna move myself over here, because I'm not worried about these guys losing. You should honestly be able to kill him. Nope, you missed.
Saw that coming.
Well, that was a waste. Oh, let's just speed things up a little bit. On the left, it says Skills and Class Mastery. Skills are your skills with the equipped weapon.
Attack when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
Yeah, that is due to... Oh, linked attacks alongside your support. That's something else I'll talk about later on. Okay, can you try this again? There you go, buddy.
Over already.
So, your skills will go up. So, right there, it said, like, Lance is D+. That'll go up to a D, then, I think C-, C+, C+, B-, B+, B+, A-, A+, and then I think S-, S, and S+? Or it might just go to S, I can't remember entirely. You can select items from the options to change your equipment. Yeah, so you can use items, change your weapon. Oh yes, because we're not done just yet. But if you need the heal, look, because if you got vulnerary, that's a way of healing. I'm gonna hold on to that, I think. I'm going to assume these guys also have... Yes, so... small spoiler right now, you can only take one of these 3 guys with us later on. So, this is a good opportunity to figure out, okay, which character do you want? And only put experience in them.
Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
That also means we could steal their equipment, the vulneraries from the 2 that we don't want, and give it to myself, or we could just give all 3 to myself and then go from there. Oh, and here comes Gerald. He's coming to give us some support. Item drops. Yes, if you see a character that has that green bag around them, that means that they have an item that will be dropped when they are defeated. So if we go by this guy, we'll get his iron axe. Also, I didn't show this up before because I kind of forgot about it. You can actually see all the characters on the battlefield and everything that they have going on with them. It's also not a bad idea to look at the characters and try to figure out, okay, who can do what? Like, it makes sense to have my character right here, and maybe use a vulnerary. I believe they heal for 10, so I only need it 9, so that's fine. Dimitri, you're a little bit too far away from the battlefield, so you're gonna stay. You can go right there, and you... If I put you there, no, you're still not getting attacked. But I think you're honestly fine just where you are, so... I could do the combat art, though. You can show this off. You notice he actually got some health back from that one, and something activated called a Crest of Regen. Again, there's so many other little things, I don't want to go over everything right now.
You with the flank stare! Out of my way!
Okay, somebody has a death wish. Yeah, as you can see, our character is pretty good. And he goes down.
A chance to grow.
And there we go, I've got myself enough experience to level up. We look on the left, there is a bunch of stats over there on the left. Oh, shoot, I didn't want that to advance. Okay. I was gonna say, if we actually let it go, we can actually see Gerald's attack. But I actually wanted to use that opportunity to go over my stats over here on the left. Well, actually, let me show that. Oh well. So if we look on the left, you can see my stats. Strength, well, is your physical attack. Magic is your magical attack. Your defense, or def, is your physical defense, while rest is your magical resistance. So the long and short of that is strength will determine how much damage you do against the enemy's defense, and your defense will lower how much damage the enemy does from their attack. And there's a similar thing for magic. How high your magic is will increase your medical attack, and how high your resistance is will in turn choose how resistant you will be taking from magical attacks. Now, as for other options, we don't have to go over these right now, but I mean, why the heck not? We go across from strengths, we got luck. Luck, as far as I can tell, will help a unit essentially get critical hits against the enemy. I believe it also helps with your chances of dodging magic. But back to the idea of critical hits. Something else that goes with that is over to the left-hand side, dexterity, which, as far as I can tell, will affect how often you are to hit the enemy as well as dodge, and alongside that whole increase your chance to get crits. Speed is actually an odd one. It can be extremely useful. Essentially, if your speed is high enough, you can attack 2 times a turn, compared to just 1. I believe you have to have a speed of 5 or more for this to happen. And, there's other things that go into that calculation, such as the weight of the weapons you have equipped. And I want to say, and I could be wrong, I want to say speed also takes part over your chance to actually dodge an attack alongside your dexterity. There's also authority, which... No, it's not on that one. Sorry. There's charm, which is something that we can talk about later on. If we look on the top, we see movement. That is how many squares that this character can move. So I can move 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. If we look on the left, it says that I'm a commoner. And no, round buttons. Bottom left, we can see... Bottom right, we can see my skill levels. So, how good I am with everything. So, swords, lances, axe, bows, fisticuffs, dark magic, light magic, and authority, but, authority is something we'll deal with later on. You can see my combat arts. You can only have 3 combat arts at a time, but again, that'll make sense later on. And I think that's all for right now that I want to talk about. Oh, and I can't see everything. But you can also see my title, that of a commoner. For those of common birth who must compensate for a lack of noble privilege with a tenacity, this class can use some magic. We go over to, let's say, Dimitri. He is considered a noble. Leaders of highborn lineage. Many nobles are descendants of the 10 elites, heroes of old. And if you look at the other ones, noble and noble. So these guys are all nobles. That is what you could call their class, which again is something that we'll talk about at a later date in time. I'll try and give people a chance to actually do something out here. It's just not all going to me. There we go.
Who's next?
Good job, Dimitri.
I'm gonna kill you where you stand.
Good job, Claude. And then Elgard. Why don't you get the honors? Now, this guy was considered a boss, which means he's worth a lot more experience. If you saw right there, that was pretty much a guaranteed level up for Elgard. Right there. Also, you can see all of the stats that she got. So she got 1 extra health, extra strength, so extra damage, extra magic, if you need magic, dexterity, but did not get speed, luck, defense, or movement. Movement will never increase from a level up. I'm gonna say that right now. It really shouldn't be there, but I think it's there just to make things look even. Everything else, though, has a chance of leveling up, and we'll be talking about this again later on. This was actually a pretty decent level up for her, I would say. Level ups are not guaranteed. There is a % chance of what increases, so keep that in mind. What's that? We got an iron axe.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the Beginning. that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that?
Sothis?
I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you?
I'm less than a child?
Correct. You understand. You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
Thank you.
There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
So, what will happen when time resumes?
When
I'm
time
dead, right?
begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end. How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do?
I can just wait here to die. We can keep time frozen until I'm safe, or turn back the hand of time.
Of course. I must turn back the hands of time. Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Hey, over here!
Huh?
Hey, did you just...
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
Stage complete. Skirmish at dawn. Took 7 turns. But apparently I'm the MVP. I'm surprised. I thought that would go to Elgard, considering she's the one that got the killing blow. We can save over this one.
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages! Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man! Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garrig Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
He's a stranger to me. I am a bandit! That is correct.
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you?
I guess I am.
What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
The Knights of Seros? They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
You in my head? Only temporarily. Maybe this will go away in time, eventually. Till then, you feel good. You feel great. You can do this.
Question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Seros. Oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
I didn't know he was a captain.
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garrigmach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well?
Adrestian Empire, land of ancient history. Holy Kingdom of Fargus, land of noble knights. The Leicester Alliance. Bargaining League of Nobles. As far as I know, this probably just only increases your relationship with one of them, so... Eeny, meeny, miny, you.
Understood. Fargus is a noble and distinguished kingdom that has always valued chivalry.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
Dimitri? He seems quite sincere, but I sense darkness lurking beneath. Edelgard. She's a fine young woman, but I feel as though she's always evaluating me. And there's Claude. His easy smile is striking, but that smile doesn't reach his eyes.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping, but
Great sense of humor, this one. Clearly cut from the same cloth as the captain. Great sense of humor, this one. Clearly cut from the same cloth as the captain.
You haven't heard of the Knights of Seros? The most famous order of knights in all of Fodlan.
Is that right? Well, that's a win for the Alliance, so I suppose I'm obligated to be happy.
A wise choice. Though the Empire has fallen from its former glory, the other regions are merely offshoots that pale in comparison.